Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. It's lunchtime run time. We're actually quite near the end of the run, which is strange for me. I didn't want to pick the camera up early because whenever I get the camera out, Mark starts running faster, and I wasn't feeling too good earlier, but I feel like I've sort of ran myself into it. So it's Wednesday lunchtime. I did 2.5 hours on the bike last night, and that affects me on the run the next day, to be honest. So I'm feeling pretty tired, but just kept it nice and cruisy. Mark, you were going to do some tempo, but I tried to talk you into it and make you go up and down the road away from me, back towards me, but you're going to...
You did 2.5 hours bike on the, on the bike. I got that 2.5 hours sleep.
Have I mentioned it? Oh yeah. Mark's had a toddler-related incident last night. You lose those arguments quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah, and I did last night because then she screamed for an hour.
Unlucky. So that means you're probably going to run again later today?
We'll see.
Okay. You're trying to ease some tempo into your training ahead of starting the marathon block.
Just trying to get a bit fit, get base level fitness. Yeah.
You stick with me, sunshine, I'll get you base fit. No more than base. Anyway, the weather, now it's a miracle we've not got rained on, because it looked awful before we set off, but we're nearly there now. And I feel like this deja vu from yesterday. The weather looks bad tonight, so I don't think I'm going to go out on the club ride. But if I get home and it's dry, I'm going to give it a go. So we will see. See you later. It might be an indoor session though. See you there. Okay, so good evening ride time. The weather is actually looking okay, albeit a little bit, I probably won't focus, but a little bit cloudy. However, if I'd have gone out on the club ride tonight, I wouldn't have been able to do some TT position work, and that is the plan for this evening. It is only now a week and 3 days until Outlaw Half, so I need to really nail this TT position. I would ride the bike outside, and I am hoping to on Friday, but the reason I am not, I keep mentioning nuts, and a couple of people ask me, what are you on about? These plates here, these like workshop extensions, I use these to get a little bit narrower as well as going a little bit longer. If you see there, that's like slotted. You probably can't see that actually. And there's a bolt head in there. That head is okay to sit in there now, but I actually need a nut that is slotted so it sits in there, and then I bolt up from underneath so it screws in underneath, and then I'm going to thread lock the hell out of everything on this cockpit because I'm not having anything wobble loose. Little things like these bolts actually clamp the extension together, so if they wobble loose then the extension comes loose and it all falls to bits. So that is not ideal, and I will not be letting that happen. I do also need to straighten it up. I'm not sure if you can see from this angle or not, but it is ever so slightly just like everything's going left a bit, and my bike hand is bad enough as it is. Oh, hello Rupert, you okay? Bad enough as it is, so I don't need anything else skewing me out the way. But again, I'll sort that when these bolts turn up, hopefully in the next couple of days according to Workshop, so we will see. So I can get out on the bike then. The chickens are coming as well. No, enough animals in here, thank you. No, Beatrice. Rupert. Oh, this place is a madhouse. Anyway, I'm going to get on the bike. Now my legs are pretty tired, so nothing really on the agenda intervals wise, but I'm going to be focusing on spending some time in TT position. I might do a few little intervals at what I hope to be race power, but I'm going to see how I feel. I've got a rest day tomorrow, so I need to tick off some sort of ride tonight. Nothing fancy. Let's get on the bike. That was exactly what I needed. My legs felt fine. I just did an hour zone 2, and I did 10 minutes in TT position, 5 minutes sat up, times 4, so 40 minutes in position, and it felt so much better than last week, like loads better. What if I'd have started doing this a month ago? I know, but you can only control the future, can't you? So I'm just going to do that and control the future. I will get another 2 or 3 rides in on this indoors, and I need to get out at least once outdoors before Outlaw. So there we go. At some point in the next few days, I will get out on the bike. I would tell you what the stats are, but this is playing up, so I don't know what they are. But I'd say somewhere around 210 watts and just over an hour. So yeah, really happy with that. I'm going to have a full rest day tomorrow, which is Thursday, and then Friday I'm going to play by ear. Still going to do a bit of training, maybe the club chain gang depending on the weather, and then Xterra is Saturday. So I don't know when this video is going up. Hopefully it's before that day, but if not, my Strava is down below and the event will probably be on there if it is after that date. I can't remember what the date is, but you get what I mean. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button down below. I know these videos are a bit of a mishmash at the minute, but the events are just around the corner, so I'm slightly losing the plot. Thanks for bearing with me. See you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.